I try to be on y'all team. I try to be on y'all team. I try to be with y'all.
Date whoever you want, but black men are allowed not to be attracted to you. Subscribe. Let's talk about it.
I'm gonna end up with a white man just because of y'all. Just because of y'all. My color. I'm gonna end up with a white man just because of y'all. Someone that appreciates the melanin, the capital M, and the silent A. Someone that appreciates the melanoma. Because you guys are clearly not it. I gave y'all a chance on Facebook, but you blew it. You all actually blew it. You all blew up the comments with insults and insult on top of insult. And I try to be on y'all team. I try to be on y'all team. I try to be on y'all team. I try to be with y'all. But y'all blowing your chances. Y'all really blowing your chances in the comments, okay? But I'm gonna end up with a white man. If I end up with a white man, blame y'all self because y'all done dogged your own sister that bad. I'm gonna end up with a white man.
All right, we're gonna try to have a larger conversation here. You just because you're black, just because you're a black woman, you're not entitled to necessarily be with a black man or a man in general. Just because you're a woman, you're not entitled to be with a man at all. If you do not meet whatever requirements men are generally looking for, and we use general because we want to have something that affects the most people. When you start getting into the specifics, you can usually find someone that rocks with you. It just means you have to accept everything else around that. Just like when people say, I don't want to have sex before marriage. In modern dating, that's going to become difficult for you to do that, but it is possible. You want a man of a certain caliber, a certain height, a certain build, a certain income. All this is you add stringence, or you add filters on the men available. When you do not look like what most men would like to be with, most black men would like to be with, it's not our fault. It's not our fault. This is not to say you can't find, again, those people that meet those filter requirements. That's what you have to stick to. It's almost as if you have to go in understanding, if there's 1,000 men that are right here in my pool that I could possibly date, but what I present is only 2 of them are going to like that, you're going to have to stick with those 2 or nothing. Be very confident, be very comfortable with the or nothing part of that conversation. The issue at hand is we rarely tell women the truth in that sort of respect. We rarely tell you that the way you present yourself, the tattoos, the weight, the hair, the eyelashes, all these things matter to that filtering process. The more you are on the extremes, the harder it is for you to find quality men. Quality men get put into a very narrow category. They tend to kind of want the same things for their effort. It's almost as if men suddenly get more exacting when they have the ability to have options. You look at the dating apps, you look at the data from the dating apps. Men have to take all their matches quite seriously because they get so few. While women, their issue is a different one, saying now I have to sift through. Both have problems. But when the men are more akin to her situation, you're only going to find a couple men that are into that look, that like the build, that like everything about you. You just now cannot also want him to be the best of the best of the best with honors. It's just not how it works. Otherwise, you walk into that realm of just being entitled. Listen, before we continue, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss no uploads. We're on that path. We're on that path to 5,000 subscribers. We're almost there. But we can't get there without you. So subscribe. If you get any type of value from the channel, from the posts, from the live streams, all that good stuff. Subscribe to the channel. Besides that, we got merch in the store, and we have membership available on the channel where we drop exclusive videos. But continue on. This is part of the issue when we haven't reined in women. Right? Not in the sense of they need to be told no. They need to stop them from doing this, stop them from having a choice. No, we just haven't been real with the consequences of some of these decisions. When you're a certain size, you have a certain look, then this is going to get you a certain type of outcome. Thinking that, oh, if you guys don't do enough here, I'm just going to go get a white man. As if they don't have, if they're not men, if they don't have the very, very similar sort of conditions to say, well, especially a man that's well-to-do, well, I kind of want this. It's not that different. Outside of our color, as men, we're not that different. We may have different things that we like. We have made different phenotypes that we enjoy, but thinking that you can just offload this problem to the white man, that's not realistic. That's not realistic. When the data says, especially when, again, going back to dating app data, when Black women are the least swiped on, it would behoove you to, if your outcome, if what you want is to be with someone, to now look and say, what are those someone's like? And just like you're going for a job application, just like you're applying for college, you have to say, what are the requirements to get into this college? And the earlier you say that, the earlier you ascertain where you want to go in terms of your field, in terms of college, then you can start applying your life in that direction. The better your outcomes when it arrives. This is, we understand this and we tell our people this all the time, but when it comes down to men, we just think that there's a high value tree, or men are just always going to be around and always going to be available, and they're going to be of the highest quality. Men will be around. You'll find a man that'll do what he shouldn't be doing with her, but he may like that. He may be into that. Yeah, he also may not have prospects, ambition. He may be sleeping on your couch. He may be driving your car. He may be using your resources. But that's the other side of it. That's a trade-off. When you get so far through extremes, the chance of you being used for resources dramatically increases. If we were to have real conversations, and sometimes I fear it's a bit late in the game for my generation, we've had decades of being a certain way and being reinforced that life is going to be this way. When you have real conversations with some of your friends, especially some of your female friends, and they'll tell you some stories about other women believing the hype. When they were younger, they were told it was always going to be like this, it'd be easy, be simple, pertaining to men. That you can just do this, you can live this type of life, pivot, and then get this type of man. And a lot of them now are realizing that's not really true. Especially when you're trying to hold for quality, when you're trying to make sure the person that's going to be part of your life, in your life, is someone with standards and morals and good character and success. It's not like they made it out to be. These are conversations that we need to have earlier and earlier and earlier with one another, saying, especially I say this with the men, you just can't chill. You just can't chill and wait for women to get older and then say, aha, now it's my turn. You still have to move yourself to the position where you have options. If you wait and relax and hope somehow they just understand it later on, that's not the case. Women, it's the same thing. You just want to wait later on and think, I'm going to jump and going to grab me a white man. Good luck. Listen, if you disagree, let me know down in the comments below. If you see other videos on your screen, check those out. Let me know your thoughts about those and those videos. And of course, if you listen to my voice now, you have not subscribed, I think you should. I'm just trying to build something dope. I'll see you in the next one.